All right, today we're diving into a really powerful strategy. We're talking about how to spot one of the most critical moments in trading, the exact point a trend is about to reverse. I know, it trips up so many people, but stick with me and you'll walk away with a super clear way to see it coming. So, let me ask you, have you ever been watching a stock just tank, going down, 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 and then out of nowhere it just turns on a dime and shoots to the moon? And you're just sitting there watching it all happen, completely on the sidelines. Man, that is one of the most frustrating feelings in the world, right? And you're not alone in feeling that way. That frustration is totally universal. Honestly, trying to pinpoint the absolute bottom of a downtrend feels less like skill and more like trying to catch a falling knife. It's a huge challenge. I mean, does any of this sound familiar? You wait, and by the time you finally jump in, the big move is already over. You miss the best part of the profit. Or maybe you just don't have a clear signal, so you just sit there second-guessing yourself until the opportunity is long gone. But what if you didn't have to guess? Seriously, what if the market itself just handed you a clear, visual sign that said, hey, the downtrend is over, buyers are taking charge now? Well, guess what? That's exactly what we're going to break down today. We're going to walk through what the source material calls a gold level strategy. We'll just call it the Trend Reversal Structure Strategy, or TRSS for short. Why? Because that's literally what it does. It helps you spot a major change in the market structure. So what is it really? Well, the TRSS is just a specific pattern in the price action itself. You don't need any fancy, complicated indicators. It's the market speaking its own language, telling you that the whole power dynamic is shifting from sellers to buyers. Okay, now for the really good stuff. Let's get into the weeds and break down the anatomy of this setup piece by piece so you can train your eyes to see it on any chart you look at. First things first, you gotta have a clear downtrend. This strategy just won't work in a market that's chopping sideways. No, you need to see that classic pattern of lower highs and lower lows. That established selling pressure is the perfect stage for the kind of dramatic reversal we want to catch. Now here's where it gets really interesting. We are going to completely ignore the absolute bottom of the trend. Forget about it. Instead, we look back and we find the last significant peak, the last major structure high that formed before the final low. That point is our key level. Why? Because that was the last time sellers were firmly and confidently in charge. And now for the hardest part, you have to be patient. You do absolutely nothing until you see the price rally and decisively break above that key level we just identified. And listen, a break is not enough. We need to see a candle close above that line. A quick spike that comes back down, that's just noise. A solid close above that level, now that is commitment from the buyers. That's our signal. This roll right here is the absolute heart of the entire strategy. Say it with me. A break and a close above a previous major structure high in a downtrend signifies a reversal. That single action is the proof we need that the market's entire character has changed. Okay, so the break and close happens. What now? Well, this event is more than just a signal. It actually creates a brand new environment, a whole new territory on your chart. This TRSS signal creates what we're calling an optimal trading zone. The entire area on the chart after that break happens, that is now a high probability zone where you should be hunting for reasons to buy, not sell. This is where you might look for the price to pull back a little bit and test that old ceiling as a new floor. And this just lays it out perfectly. It's a total changing of the guard. Before that signal, sellers were running the show, no question. After the signal, the balance of power has completely flipped. Buyers are in control now, and we could be looking at the very, very beginning of a brand new uptrend. So, when you put all these pieces together, what's the big idea? What's the core philosophy here? Let's boil this whole thing down to its single most important takeaway. This is so important. With the TRS, you are never, ever trying to predict the bottom. You're not guessing. You are waiting patiently for the market to show you proof, hard evidence that the power has shifted. And only then do you react to that new reality. And really, that's what this is all about. You're learning to read the story that the chart is telling you. That break in structure isn't just some random line on a screen. It's a clear message. It's the market waving a flag and telling you, hey, the sellers are exhausted and the buyers have officially taken over the field. So the whole point is this. By waiting for that definitive break of structure, you go from a world of guessing to a world of reacting. You have a clear evidence-based signal that the old tired downtrend is done and a new bullish environment has begun. So that leads to the final question. Now that you know how to spot this signal and you can identify this new optimal trading zone, how are you going to use it to your advantage?